we are talking a lot about green industrialization and the opportunities it actually provides. But we cannot craft solutions if we don't talk to the people on the ground who know what the challenges are. So today's engagement was really about that, getting inputs from all the stakeholders so that that input can actually be included in our plan, what we call a Sectoral Transformation Investment Plan, that is part of the broader application for Namibia to the Climate Investment Fund's Industry Decarbonisation Programme, which will hopefully see Namibia unlock at least $250 million to support Namibia's green industrialization agenda. So I think today's conversation was really, really good from the perspective of we got to hear firsthand from different stakeholders of the region, from your traditional authority, from the governor himself, from the local town council, what exactly they would like to see in terms of interventions that are really going to solve the challenges that we're facing, not only as a region, but as a country. There were a number of voices that clearly said that some of this information, we're hearing it for the first time. So we need to ensure that we provide as much information about green hydrogen and green industrialization as possible. The second one, I think we had an amazing intervention by Mr. Frank Mungunda, who was able to explain some of these things in the local languages. I think there is an opportunity that we are perhaps missing. If we want to take our people along with us, we need to be able to translate some of this very technical language into basic, understandable terminology, and if we can do it in the local vernacular, even better. So I think that also helps and goes hand in hand with providing information. And if we really want to be impactful, we need to take people along with us on the journey. I think that's the second. And the third, what really blew me away today was how, people were so happy and appreciative of the opportunity to just have their voices heard. And I think at times we don't allow a space for people to be able to do so. So I think for me, those three are quite critical. And then maybe the last one were some of the sentiments raised by the Honorable Councillor in his closing remarks to say, this is but the first of engagements. We need to continue engaging, but also we need to come back and report back to the people we've engaged. What has happened to all the inputs and the suggestions that have been given? How have they been factored into our long-term plan? So I think for me, that just shows that we need to continuously have conversations going forward. So I think from that perspective, I would say today's session was actually very successful. Going forward, we have quite a few regions that we need to engage and have similar consultations. So we had the first one was in the Irongo region, and then the Karas region engagement was the second one. We need to have one also in the Hardap region, in the Kunene region, and we're going to see which other region makes sense for us to engage and get inputs from what is happening on the ground. All those inputs will be put together with some of the work that we are busy looking at, the pipeline of projects and so forth, the local training interventions, the MSME support interventions. We'll package all of that together and then finalize our Sectoral Transformation Investment Plan. The week of the 22nd of June, we actually have all of these multilateral development banks that are helping us in this process coming to hear from us. What exactly have you found? What have you put together? So this is why these engagements were important, because when they do come here, they want to hear firsthand, what are your suggestions and solutions? And those suggestions and solutions cannot be just from me. They need to come from the community, and we need to show evidence that we've actually consulted widely. And at the end of it, we are then to submit our Sectoral Transformation Investment Plan by the end of July. And then there will be also an opportunity for public scrutiny. So a period of about 2 weeks during the month of August, where people will again have an opportunity to say, is my comment, is it featuring in what you've put together as a plan? Once that 2-week period has been finalized, we will submit a final Sectoral Transformation Investment Plan to the Trust Fund Committee of the CIF for them to consider in their sitting end of September, beginning of October. And if we get the green light and we get the approval, then we'll be talking about implementation. So those are the timelines that we have. We are particularly excited, and I think we've been given an amazing opportunity, and we have so many insights that we've gotten from here that I'm quite confident that we'll have a very robust and comprehensive plan put together.